Hey everyone, so I'll do a quick video on tongue and eye circles. Okay, now we're going to do tongue circles first, but I just want to talk about the eyes for a minute. So if you want to do something cool, take your hands and put them right on the back of your skull, right here, and just move your eyes around, up, down, back and forth. You'll feel those muscles back there moving. So a lot of times this is why our eyes give us headaches, or it gives people headaches. I've been very fortunate, never had one. Even with the massive head injury I had, I have been so lucky not to have headaches. But I help people get rid of them. So the other thing about the eyes is if we look to one side, our body will usually turn that way. It's automatic. It's like our eyes control those muscles, right? Look the other way. At least our head is going to go that way and the body will follow, right? If we look up, our head will naturally go back. If we look down, our head will naturally go down because our eyes control those muscles. So it's important to understand we don't need to know the names of these muscles. We just need to know how to activate them and how to help them be independent. Because when we do the tongue circles and then we add in the eye circles, it can confuse a lot of people. And we're going to do that sitting in a chair, because a lot of people have a hard time with their balance when they're standing and they're moving their eyes in certain patterns. If you have glasses on, no problem. But if you have contacts, it's a good idea to take them out, because as you're rolling your eyes around, they could slip and then you'll have to dig them out of there. So it's a good idea to take them out first. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do tongue circles. 25 one way, 25 the other. If you can only do 5, do 5. If you only do 2, do 2 each direction. And we'll get started here. Yeah, we'll do 25 in each direction. Okay? So we take our tongue and put it in front of our top teeth, under our lip, and we go clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever you want to do first. You may find it harder to go in the opposite direction. And so let's put it this way. One way would be more comfortable than the other way. And don't stop breathing. In and out through the nose. Keep the breathing going. Also, put your finger on your chin. And when we do the circles, we roll around, right? We don't have to do them fast. The idea is to do them slower. And that stretches all that fascia all through here in your upper back, through your jaw, right? Help relieve tension, back of the neck. And one of the things I was just talking about is right behind your skull, right here at the bottom of it. Just put your thumbs right here, okay? And lock your fingers, and then move your eyes, and you feel those muscles back there moving around. Okay? So they're connected. And this is how a lot of eye strain and headaches can start, because these muscles are connected, and they're part of your trapeze muscle in the back here. All right, so we're going to go 25 times in one direction, 25 times in the other direction, tongue between the top teeth and the lip. All right, and I won't be counting for this, so you're kind of on your own. But if you can only do 2 in each direction, that's all you do. All right, and then maybe an hour later, do 2 more. So here we go. Okay, it's 25 in that direction. I would do 25 in the other direction. And try not to move your jaw or your head in any direction. Try to hold it still. Okay, 25. Now when we start to add in the eye movement, we'll do that first, but what you want to do is when your tongue is straight up on the top teeth, we want to look up. And we want to follow the tongue as it goes around. But let me show you first. Just move your eyes, all right? And this will be a great test on whether you need to sit in a chair or not. But we look up and we just look around. And what happens is we're going into the 4 quadrants of the mind where if there's any information in there that's been splintered due to trauma or whatever, so this can be emotional, you're going to start picking up information. And it can be life-changing if you allow it, even if it's something that you haven't faced yet, or have, and there's still traces of it left stuck in the tissues of the body. So we want to allow that to come up, and we can evaluate it, and it's in our frequency, it's in our aura. And because it's in our aura, it's affecting our lives. Now, we'll still have the memory, just not the emotional response, because it won't be hitting that frequency like it was before. You're going to turn it off, okay? So we're going to do, when we do this, we'll probably do just one breath, but I'll do one first just to show you, okay? So this last time, we went this way, all right? And then we'll go that way. And if you get dizzy or lightheaded or whatever, please sit in a chair. And I have a chair right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. So, tongue in front of the teeth, and always keep breathing through the nose, right? Sit up straight, right? In and out through the nose, don't stop. We're gonna be looking up and putting our tongue all the way to the upper lip. And we want to follow the tongue around without moving the head. So that was 2. So let's start. So we're going to be placing our tongue in front of our top teeth and under our lip. And we're going to do circles this way, and we'll do 2, but we're going to be looking up and we're going to follow our tongue around with our eyes, all right? And for those that may get dizzy or whatever, if you can only do 1, do 1. If you can do more, feel free to do more. But try not to make yourself sick, and know that emotions can come up during this exercise because you're looking in the 4 quadrants. And there's information stored in each one of those. So trauma, what happens is it explodes into all 4 quadrants. So as we're going around, you may start remembering things. So here we go. Tongue on the top of the teeth, eyes straight up, and start. Okay, there's 1. Now, you want the tongue and the eyes on the same rotation at the same speed. It may take you a few times to figure it out, but that's okay. That's what we're here to learn. We're here to share and learn. Okay? So we're going to go in the other direction now. Tongue in front of the top teeth, under the lip. Eyes straight up. And go. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Nice belly breath through the nose. And when you exhale, just let your body relax. Feels so good just to let go. It's safe to breathe, it's safe to move. If your jaw or your head does move when you're doing these, then practice more like doing the eyes separate and then doing the mouth, because this is advanced. All right, so tongue on your top teeth in the front, eyes straight up, and go. And do one more. All right, now we're going to go in the other direction. Okay, there's two. So hope you had a good time doing that, and keep doing it. If you're having complications, make sure you sit down. You can do this laying down as well, but try to finish with a nice deep breath through the nose, belly breath. And then just exhale and relax. All right, now let's do some Qigong. I thought it was important to share that though, because you know, the tongue is connected to the digestive system, it's connected to the heart, the fascia is connected there. So as we're doing these tongue circles, we're releasing a lot of tension in the body. And the jaw, the back of the head, the shoulders, the chest. And we carry a lot of tension there. Another thing we do to release tension in the head is pinch the eyebrows. Just roll them like this. And wipe away. Put your thumbs right in against your nostrils. Pinch down along your jawline. This releases collagen. All right, let's do some breath work. We'll do 10 of these. We come up, kind of in a horse stance here, kind of a relaxed position, back straight. Okay, we come up. And your breath should end when your hands are in the air, and if you can, get up on your balls of your feet, on your toes, and then down and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you think about standing up on the balls of your feet, chances are you'll fall over. If you just tell your body to center, it will center because it has to do what you tell it. I'll do 3 more. I think that's what we're on. Who knows? We get talking. See how quick my feet went down? I was thinking about it. I'll do 1 more. All right. So this is called the Brawny Man, something that we made up. I was wearing a red flannel shirt, and on the paper towels they have the Brawny Man. Well, we just started doing kind of like the Popeye thing, you flex, and then you relax, and the hand in the back is doing this. We want to get that stretch in the rib cage. Feel your stomach tighten up. All right, let's do a horse stance. For those that don't know, this is a horse stance. How deep you're in this doesn't really matter. I mean, just do the best you can and tip your hips forward. And this will give you unbelievable balance and flexibility in the hips, which I have very little of, or had very little of. Throughout my martial art days and things, I had good hip flexibility, but you know, you start a business and next thing you know, a business is taking all your time. And you start doing some of the things that kept you healthy. You know, I find it amazing. People are so worried about their health. And the health of the plants they're eating is a good thing to be worried about, for sure. We shouldn't really worry about it. I need to say that a different way. But it's not how our food is grown and processed. Because food is food. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Food is food. And the way it is grown and processed is the issue. The way it is grown and processed is the issue. And it's driving people crazy. We don't even know if it's true or not. But we can make ourselves sick because the body has to do what we tell it. If we tell it that we're eating bad food, even though, man, I feel so guilty I'm eating this food because I know it's not good for me. But I love it. Well, your body is responding to that chemically. We speak the light and darkness into our life every day simply by the words we choose and the emphasis we put on those words as we tell our story. I try to do this like half an hour every night. Not saying you should. Not saying you should at all. I didn't start out doing that, trust me. So we're so worried about what's being sprayed on our fruits, berries, melons, and vegetables, right? And we're doing everything we can to purify that food before we take it into our body, which is what we should be doing. Yet we'll run to a doctor, and the chemicals that we're getting there are just as bad, if not worse, than the ones they're spraying on the plants, and we're putting it in our garden. Because it's all petroleum based. Because you can't patent nature. That's why there's synthetic everything. Synthetic marijuana, synthetic radiation. That's why they're taking iodine out of everything. They have synthetic iodine. If they're going to do an MRI and they want a three-dimensional reading, they have to use radioactive iodine. And if you have iodine's job is to not let anything radioactive in the cells. So they're taking it out of everything. So when you're listed for an MRI and they inject you with that stuff, they know ahead of time, but when they inject you with it, so it can flow all the way through all your cells. And you're getting radioactive iodine in every cell in your body, and that's what the camera picks up and gives you that three-dimensional picture. Okay, let's open up the lymphatic gates. We're going to do 1 and 2. And it's above the collarbone and below the collarbone. And we can tap it and rub it. Doesn't take much to open them up. If they're really congested, it might take a few times, but when they're not sore, that's when they're open. So there's no congestion there. And then the next one, I probably should have done that before we did the eye thing. It's a good thing to do before that. Is right behind the ear, right here, okay? There's a little hole there above the jaw and right behind the earlobe. And we just rub that, okay? And then we rub down the neck. Use whatever hand is more comfortable for me to use this hand to go down the side of my neck, okay? And get in there and rub that. This drains all the toxins from the head, all the acids and stuff. The body is designed to take care of acids. It's when the lymphatic system gets congested, not congested, it's when the lymphatic system gets constipated, gets stagnation. It takes more energy. It's burning more energy, and there's less to heal your body because it can't clean itself. So that's why these gates are so important. As a matter of fact, why don't we just go through all 6? This is the 3rd one, right where the shoulder blade runs around into the chest plate. Doesn't matter what direction you go in, you don't have to go in both. It's just making sure that these things get open. Okay, number 4, right below the solar plexus, all the way down right around the belly button. Okay, we take a deep belly breath through the nose. That nitric oxide going down into the lungs. And when we exhale through the mouth, we exhale everything out. Try to touch your belly button to your spine. And then use the heel of your hand to go across and your fingertips to go the other way. And just rubbing your belly. Just gently tapping it. If there's any place, the area that's sore or that's painful, either go lighter or stop. And if it's, say, here, then tap on this side, because if you do that, you put your finger over here and tap this side, you'll feel it moving. Doesn't take much. Do that for 5 to 10 minutes every day, okay? And right side, ascending, transverse, descending, and then the colon. So it goes in this direction. That's all I'm saying. So we can actually, if we're having trouble going to the bathroom, we can actually rub that around. And there's a gate right here, and there's another one right here. So as we come around and we're pressing that, okay, it's opening these gates and things are flowing. Because if it doesn't flow, it doesn't go. So gates, okay, we just did 4, 5, it's growing. A lot of lymph nodes right here. If those lymph nodes back up, where does it go? It's right in the house. Backs up inside you. So we have to keep these things open. And just by tapping on them, the vibration will shake them and they'll start to loosen up and start to flow. And once they flow, it's a good idea to keep them flowing by doing this every day, twice a day, 10 times a day, whatever you feel you need to do. But when it backs up in the house, ovarian, uterine, testicular, prostate, these are all complications from the acids backing up and the lymphatic system not being able to clean those cells, and they're sitting in their own acid, their own waste. Imagine like a baby, right? Baby poops in his diaper or pees in his diaper and you don't take care of it, what happens? They get a rash. Same thing's going on inside your body. because these aren't able to clean. And all the stuff you're washing off the outside of your body is coming from the inside of your body. So the cleaner you are on the inside, the better you are on the outside, the less stinky. Because this is your third kidney. And you don't have a spare. The body's split down the middle this way. This half doesn't know this half exists, and this half doesn't know this half exists, which is why you can have a life-threatening disease on one side of your body and not the other, or a stroke. So lymphatic gate number 6 coming up, right behind the knees, right here. 1, 2, 3. For some reason I count here because it's part of our knee exercise. But when you're doing stuff, you don't need to count. Okay. Now, to help move that lymph, this is why it's good to lay down at night and rest, because this whole part of the body, all the way up here, drains to here. So if we're laying down, that has a better chance to get there, because during the day it's fighting gravity. So let's do this. Okay, let's shake it out. Now you find if you're shaking your hands and they're open like this, all you have to do is not make a fist, but just pull your fingers in like this, and this area, triceps, this will shake even harder. If you're doing this, it's more about the forearms. This will shake, but not like when you make a light fist. Changes the muscle structure, what's being used. This will help with wings. Everybody's always talking about their wings. Well, it's all stagnation in there, so you got to get that moving. And you can, tap. So up here is a lot of lymph nodes. So we go in and we work those areas. The largest lymph node is right in your armpit right here. Largest one in the neck is along here. So, you can just, this helps your electrical system. Turns on the parasympathetic. Rest, digest, and heal instead of fight or flight. And that's what your breath does. Your breath, the autonomic nerve comes down, right down into the stomach. It's fight or flight, or rest, digest, and heal. Fight or flight is lack of oxygen. Rest, digest, and heal is perfect oxygen. And that's how that rolls with that. Okay? And that side of it can be controlled through our breath, and every breath has an emotion attached to it. So, when we're doing our breath work, a lot of emotions can come up. And let them out. Breathe them out. Tell them to get out of your body if they don't serve you. That's what you want to ask. This energy that's coming up, does it serve my higher good? If not, get out of my body. Get out of my body right now. I don't need you anymore. You're not serving any purpose other than limitation. And I'm done with limitations. I'm moving into infinite possibilities. And remember that your body is listening. Okay, let's do thumbs. Other direction. To the front. Now thumbs to the front. thumbs to the front. Now thumbs to the back. Let's see. There we go. So other direction. To the front. Now thumbs down. Other direction. So over the next few videos, I'm going to do a routine for us, probably close to what we do in class, but we'll just move into it slowly. We'll do the tongue circles, we'll do the eye circles, we'll do, I don't know, well, we're going to be doing breath work, I can guarantee you that, because that's really important. And speaking of that, we can do Wim Hof. So Wim Hof breath is through the mouth, no holding. Through the mouth, exhale. We'll do like 5, just to get you started. And I'll do one just to show you. And it's a belly breath, okay? And it goes fast like that. See, I'm holding. We don't want to hold. There we go. All right. So we'll do, let's do 10, all right? Nice deep belly breaths. And if you want to lay down, that's perfectly fine. All right, here we go. Now, exhale and hold. Inhale and hold. Exhale and relax. So, if you want to really be careful doing any of these, like the tongue and the eyes, the light going out. Yep. Sorry about that. So, learn to use your body for the incredibly powerful, infinitely powerful instrument that it is. It's a tuning fork. And wherever there are things out in the aura that are causing issues, as far as like limitations and things go, they vibrate. And the more focus and the more attention we give them, the louder they get. So we're learning to turn them off through our breath, through our motion, through our words. Changing our story from impossible to infinitely possible. And we are all that. The body is designed to take in toxins and eliminate toxins. Through the 13 channels of elimination the body must use every day to maintain its health. And one of those starts to get congested, it's going to start to build up. And it's going to cause more pressure in the body. And the pressure of the body, like for us, is around 14.7. That's why when you're going out of space, you have to wear a space suit, or you would completely fly apart. And if you go down in the ocean, and you go down deep enough, you'll be crushed. The atmosphere where we are is about 14.7 against our body, so our body has to beat that pressure so it won't collapse us, so we won't blow apart. Pretty cool stuff, huh? But we don't need to know all this stuff. The body is self-regulating. right? So when we start to bring real food in, it's one of the reasons we overeat. The body wants nutrition, wants vitamins and enzymes and electrolytes and amino acids. And if it's not in our food and you eat, you're going to get hungry again because it needs those things. And when you change your diet to something that's more like live liquids and live foods, not completely. I mean, you can. It would be great if you did, but just do a little bit at a time. 32 ounces of the Master Cleanse every day. Just sip it all day long. And that's in your daily diet. Just add that. Add the tea into your daily diet. Herbal teas. I don't know if I put herbs down there for this or not, but I will. I'll go back and I'll put herbs in there to help open up the lymphatic system, cleavers. And any herbs or anything that you can't get, I'll mix them for you. I do charge for that because it takes my time and time to go to the post office and mail it out. So that's why I charge for that. But everything else is free. Because I know what it's like to be stuck and not have any answers. To watch your loved ones pass. Because nobody wanted to talk about the lymphatic system. Okay? When the bathroom gets clogged and it backs up, it stinks. Well, that's what tumors do. They stink because they're lymphatic waste. I remember a story about this woman said her dog saved her life. He kept poking at her side and he wouldn't stop. So no matter how much she tried, he would not stop. She went to the doctors. She had a tumor there. The dog could smell it, and what are dogs attracted to? Stinky stuff. Okay? So in a way, her dog did save her life. So once you open the lymphatic system, because it came into the thing through the lymphatic system, it was growing, it's feeding, right? You cut off the supply and open up the lymphatic system and it will drain and it will go away. I mean, that's just how the body works. But anyway, love you guys. Thank you all for joining me. I'm humbled by how many people are here, but we're going to keep doing these. And I don't have any idea what I'm going to do tomorrow, but it'll be something. And I'm going to have a good time doing it. And I hope you have a good time watching it and apply it in your life, okay? So these tongue circles and the eye circles, we will be doing this is day 2, so throughout the rest of the series here. And we'll add in different things, hand movements and elbows and all kinds of cool stuff, all right? Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.